in the full spectrum of the magnetic field. You decide at what level, what you need. And then, as I explained this before many times, when you decided on the energy of it, here, then you have to decide if I want to actually eat it, physically chew it, or do I just want its energy? And if you want it in a physical manner, then you create an environment around it that gives it tangibility. The change is huge. It will take man a long time to even understand, because you are used to such a thing for such a long time, and you always get the confirmation of your physicality with touching yourself and eating, that you've forgotten, as I always say, even your body is nothing but a package of magnetic field. One of you, and you know, Brennan has said before, when he uses the system so long, he doesn't need the system anymore. He can just use his finger and achieve the same, because the energy is transferred through the neural system to the memory section, to the emotion part. It's the emotion which does the job. And when the trust in release has gone, he says it doesn't work. If he understands, he established a connection with whatever, and has the will and the strength inside himself, he can heal anybody, anywhere. It's what I said, what you trust in yourself. You decide how much you release and when you release. Any other question?
There's a question, if the brain is conscious, can it control the fat boy?
Yes. The slim boy, the fat boy, the thin boy, whichever you like. That must be from Chinese boys. They still are in the dilemma how to control these three fat boys they made. They have a reactors, it's like a ball. They call it the fat boy. They've seen things from it, but they cannot control it. It does not go any further than the interaction with the inertia. And I've given you a tip, and I tell you again till you understand. Now that you know how to produce plasma, try to feed it with a plasma, because now the limitation is not how much you put in it. You can put as it needs, it'll feed itself. If you can produce a small enough plasma reactor for it, then make sure you have a connection with it. You decide to go up, go down, to move either way.
That last question was from an Italian American in Taiwan.
So it's all the same, covering every aspect.
Okay, we have a really tough question for you here.
The tough ones are yours. I do the easy ones.
Well, this one will be easy for you. Delph asks, how do I give from my soul?
How do I get what?
How do I give from my soul?
Where do you want to give it to, and who do you want to give it to? And to the level of man, you never understand. Maybe when you think you're giving, it's the time you're taking, because you need it yourself. Because you might be afraid too much to give too much, that it will not be you. It's a very, very easy point.
Okay, we have another one that's interesting. If humans connect with the plasma, do we get nano-coded in some way?
We are already nano-coated, of course. Your body is made of nanomaterial on the surface. It's the behavior of plasma. At the point of interface, it has to become nano-coated that can interact with gravitational magnetic field of its environment. This is how your skin, as I told you, the skin of nanomaterial is like this. If you look at your own skin, it's no different, even though you think it's solid. Because at this point, you can give what you don't want, and you can take what you need according to it. It's both ways. It's not solid. Any other question? What's the time, please? 4 o'clock. 10 past 1. Do we have any answer or anybody who's already made any systems or wants to show us?
I believe there was, let me just get that straight here. Let's see. Max Bejeré. I think you had something to show. Is that true?
Yeah, hello.
Hi.
I have to open up the eye here from the computer camera. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'll spotlight your video there. Yes, we can see and hear you.
Okay, I'm on the computer in the sleeping room. What I could show you is, well, I've made some of these coils. I can show, maybe I put it on a white paper here. Look at that. So this is go a bit further. So this is the big coil, one of them, and this one would fit inside. Okay, I made all of them, so three and three.
In one day, that's good.
I must say, I have actually done it already the day before, or the night before, I was correct, but I can show you I made a mistake. So I used the method of, I think Richard is his name, from Holland, the same method to make these coils here. And you know, these machines, they turn in both directions for screwing. And I actually adjusted it for the screwing the right direction to get the anti-clockwise coils. And all of a sudden I had the clockwise coil. So I managed to with my finger to change this the direction. So I can show you the wrong one here. This is the inner coil and the outer coil of the big one in the wrong direction. I made some of them the first night, and then I had no more copper left, actually. And the last night, I finished more or less at 2:30. I made the ones I showed you, okay, with some copper. This is all made from copper 2.5 millimeter in diameter. This is the standard wire we get here.
Yeah.
For 15.
Sorry. It's not diameter. It's cross section in square millimeter. If you measure its diameter is 1.78. I have the same wire here.
Or maybe I put it wrong. It's square meter.
Yes.
These are the one, you know, I bought. I had all to peel off. That's the hardest job, you know. It's the one. It's the standard wire for 15 amps here. You can get. I think it's pretty much the one who Cash suggested it. I think.
Equivalent to the 14 gauge, probably.
It's probably 14 gauge. Yeah, I checked it up, and it's quite close to that.
And by the way, Shandor had a great hint to remove the insulation from especially the European wire using a potato peeler, and it goes very quickly.
Does it? Well, this one, if you used with this one, you could peel off maybe 70 centimeter in one shot.
Shandor's got you beat by about 30 centimeters. You can do a meter at a time and in one stroke.
Yeah. Well, it's not a problem if you're used to. You know, my first profession was I was an electrician, so like a computer technician and a software engineer. So this is the same thing I used, you know, as I think Sandor showed it. The big one here produces coils with a diameter of 12 millimeter, and the small one here, this one, I produced coils with 80 millimeters, which is, by the way, the maximum. Yeah, this is the small one. The small one is inside. You see, this is what I recognized, more or less the biggest size you can use, and it still fits inside. It's about 8 millimeter, and that outside here is 12 millimeter size. Okay, so my next job is to, you know, starting tonight. I bought yesterday a box here. See here? That should the base for the nano coating. I did some nano coating and I produced some GANs before. The most I have is this one, the CO2, which I partly made from the unit I bought by Cash, the Omega, and the bigger one actually I produced with my own setup with a bigger box. This is the CH3, I think, and that's the the copper oxide. So it's a small amount. I have a question, by the way. I wanted to produce the copper oxide CuO2 with the Omega one, and that's what I get after, you know, very, very little, after about a month. So my question is, how can I produce more and more of the quantity of this type?
If you are near a sea, use seawater.
I'm afraid I'm in the north of Italy.
That's not bad.
But there's no salt sea. There's only the whitewater sea.
Or the lake.
The lakes. Is that not possible?
Yeah, but what we see is a better results with the sea salt.
Okay. So actually, I've been in Rome last week, but I couldn't find you. So maybe I should have taken some salt water from Italy. Okay, that's what I can show. Maybe, I don't know, it will take a couple of days to make this nano coating and the connection. I actually have to find out how to connect this, what you showed this morning. I somehow had to get this your diagram. I couldn't really catch it up all the time. So I have to repeat that one to find out how to connect these things. Okay, that's what I had so far.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Great,
Well,
Max.
Thank you, Max, for sharing. I know electricians like those pliers for removing insulation, but it was only good to remove a small bit from the end, and because usually you don't clean off a long wire. So this is the tool which I am thanking to somebody who posted on the YouTube, shared the video. This is a simple peeler. I think it's made in Switzerland.
Is it?
Good steel.
Okay.
So just use such a potato peeler, put it on the wire,
and
hold it well, and take care not to take care not to go into the wire, just in the insulation. You just pull one at once and you peel it so easily.
That's quick.
You see? You hold it here, you peel, and then you pull.
Who would have known? And now we're going to be potato peelers around the world are going to be, those off the shelves.
Maybe I have to buy some shares from this company.
And it doesn't cost too much.
But actually, I did with this one, that one, and well, the longest one are more or less 5-6 meters. I need to peel off, and it worked as well. It's just
you want to make a bunch of copper gains fast, go buy these scrub brushes.
Pardon?
Go buy the little scrubby pads, the copper ones that they use for washing dishes with.
How many coils does he want to make? He's keeping on stripping it.
Yeah. So, but I can see how Sander is doing it, but I think my method is also
it's good. Yes, it's good.
Yeah. Okay. So we have shown two methods which are possible, and the longest one what you need is about what I recognize as 5-6 meters.
Or 7 meters. Or 7 meters. It depends on what diameter you roll in.
Yeah. But
I calculated for an inner core of 10 millimeters for the thick one and 4 millimeters for the short one. And by my calculation, it's needed for 160 windings and the ends, the terminations also, which have to be the length of the coil and the 1.5 times the length of the coil, are calculated 7 meters, 24 centimeters.
Mm-hmm.
The longest 4 meters, 22 centimeters for the 80 turns.
Yeah.
And for the another with 160 turns on the thin one, 3 meters, 62 centimeters. And for the thinnest, the shortest one, 2 meters and 11 centimeters.
So
about 17.2 meters.
Yeah.
So it means a coil of 20 meters will be enough to make a set of coils, of which you need 3 sets. So I think from what I bought here, such a coil of a roll of 100 meters, maybe for sure can do one, and maybe also the second one, or maybe there will be a few meters missing. But anyway, I calculated with a spare 5 millimeter in diameter in case it would be not so tight. So maybe it would be enough 50 meters.
Okay, maybe I can show my method how to make this coil. So I bought this one in the shop for. You see the sun in the middle?
Yes, yes.
I bought this one in the shop yesterday for less than 30 Swiss francs. It's about 25 euro, 50 meters, and it's nearly enough for the whole set. Just a little bit more needed. And I do the coil. You see this? I put just a mark on the top here, and while you start here turning, you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or if you can count quicker, you can make it quicker. So this is my method to put the 80 or 160 coil wires.
Yeah, let me give a hint. Once you have made already the 160 turns, you put a mark with an alcohol pen, with a filter pen, and next time you stop exactly at that mark.
Maybe I do that way when I start my own production for the one.
You good. Count for first coil and for the other coils, because every coil you need, so you need in total 12 coils.
So the cost in here is about 50 francs here to make the whole set.
Very good.
Maybe while you're talking about these systems, hopefully by Friday, we will release a production unit that you can order through the website of the Keshe Foundation if you are thinking to go into mass production.
I have actually ordered probably one of the first one. I hope I will be delivered. I will get the one soon.
If you're in Switzerland, it should be with you by tomorrow, the day after.
I am in Switzerland, yeah.
So that's why I say if you're in Switzerland, latest, depending on how the Italian post work, it should be with you by Friday or Monday latest.
If the Swiss custom does not have something against me, you know.
No, the way we are distributing the whole full 1,000 units should be completed this week. So we expect some hiccups. It's not that it's going to be hunky-dory, but then we handle case by case.
Okay.
We look into case by case. We have separated the production into energy unit, car unit, or North American unit. And the North American unit, you have a car unit and the energy unit, because the North American units has to be made in a different way by their standard. But
okay, I'm excited.
I think should be with you by Monday latest, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, I will reconfirm that. I have ordered the car and the home unit.
Yeah, they come separately.
Okay, I see. Okay.
And separate. It depends how the production is done.
Yeah.
We're keyed up to produce up to 10,000 units a week, so it should be no problem.
Okay.
Okay.
So
thank you very much.
From my side, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But as I said, if you are in the production or you want to go into manufacturing of units like a few thousand a month or whatever, a unit has been devised by one of the Keshe Foundation supporters in Canada, which we have placed ourselves 20-unit order for, where the what we call the coils and nano coating of them is all part of one system. You just put the copper in, and more or less at the end of the product, once you follow the procedure for whatever you need, you get your coils ready to, to use.
Mr. Keshe, JF is on here. I wonder, he just came in from viewer to panelist. Maybe he has something he wanted to say about that, and I'm not sure.
Yes, if he's there, let him speak.
JF, are you there? You want to talk?
Yes, maybe I would just like to show you a prototype version of the winding system I'm using, if it's okay. I have just recorded it on the video because my wireless does not reach where I'm working. So.
Okay, that sounds good to me. Does that sound good, Mr. Keshe?
Pardon?
Does that sound okay with you? We can let's present that.
Yes, why not?
Go ahead.
He's worked very hard for it. It's taken a lot of time to develop it.
JF, you can. How did my picture end up on there? There we go.
How come you turn up in there all the time?
I don't know how that works. Actually.
Okay,
yes,
so you see the green.
Just wait.
Okay, so I play it.
Just wait, JF. Just wait.
Yes.
You gotta get Rick somewhere out of the.
I shouldn't be in the picture there now.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Can I play it now?
Yeah. Carry on.
So just give you. It's not optimized. Just. Sorry for the camera view. I was alone, so I'm just working with one hand. So normally the time the system wind the coil, the two coils, I have the time to put the gravitational leads inside and create the loop. So normally I can complete the coil in about, for now it's about 80 seconds, but when all will be adjusted greatly, say I will crank it up the speed of the motor. So. Just that's it.
That's a very easy way to do it. Hello.
That's all for me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So hopefully by end of this week you can order, because the next step with this is when he made the coils, he's making a system to nano-coat it. So the nano-coating will be done, and you can produce as many as you like. The simple system like this is a gift for like African nations. But it's simple, effective, it cannot be damaged, it cannot be destroyed, and allows us to carry on with our work in Africa. Any other question or anything else?
Yes, there's a question that came up earlier that I passed over and was reminded. Jenny asks, are emotions the only way to interact with plasma at a free state? From your point of view, what are emotions exactly? Is the emotion energy? Is it like...
Of course. Everything on this planet, wind, earth, fire, emotion, soul, the creator, it's all made of one thing, and that's from the fields of different strength in different environments. You call it God, you call it tear, you call it emotion, all are made from interaction of the gravitational magnetic field, and there is no other way. There's no other thing. It's not wood, it's not glass. Even the wood and the glass are condition of gravitational magnetic field of a different strength. So just because you can't see it, it doesn't mean it's made of something else. It's very much, if you are in a car and you drive off at high speed, there is a wind, but there is no car behind the car or in front of the car where the car has been. So the emotion is not a byproduct, is a controlled entity in interaction of the fields of the higher order in its strength. So when you have the emotion, and when it slows down, or you can control it, the amount of it you want to release, then it changes into information, and the information which created your emotion the way you want to do it, you shout, you cry, you laugh, you show it in physical dimension, because this is what you decided to do, and is that with laughing, crying, or shouting, you expect to get certain kind of interaction or picking up. If I cry, I get attention. So my gravitational force will work. If I cry and laugh at the same time, I get different kind of energy. This is what I'm looking for. If I come and shout at you, then I get different energy. You got to understand why we behave emotionally. It's not that we show what we feel, we show what we want to expect to return back from it. That's how it works. It's not the way I'm shouting at you and I'm gone. I shout at you because I want certain energy, gravitational magnet. If I had it myself, I wouldn't shout at you because that's the only way I can get it from you. Understanding of the work of the emotion is in so many ways different than how we have managed to hide it. You've seen a child doesn't know anything else. He comes and says, "Mom, I want a hug." It means I have to give a lot, but I want something back for it because I don't know where to put it. You walk on the street and the man comes and says, "Can I have a hug?" So you just slap him on the face because I don't know if I give you what I'm going to get back. It's emotion is interaction of what we want, what we are short of, what we expect to get back for our reaction. Because it's part of what you release, you open certain channels of receiving. I come and shout at you because I want your attention. In getting your attention, it means I've got your energy. Attention seeking is emotional effect. Because I seek for attention, but I create conditions that I get your attention, so I open in a way, I give so much to your magnetical that your gravitational opens up where I take what I want from it, but I don't give much to it. Because you go back to the teachings of what we used to have last week, and we go back to it after this week, is that when you have a gravitational magnetic field, if I give to this, the field energy increases here in this area. That what it does, this opens up. If I give to you, shout at you, it's the energy I give you, I add to this, in that I create a higher field, I create a bigger gap. You're exposed, I take what I want from you. Because now I have opened the plasma of your energy. I become a thief. That's all it is. I've said this so many times. If you truly love a child, truly love your wife, wake up at night and kiss her. Not during the day, because you know when you kiss, it's unconditional. You know you're not going to get an impact. Do you love her that much to wake up at night and kiss her? Do you get up and go and kiss your children at night? Check if they're warm and kiss them on the cheek and say good night or have a nice sweet dream? Then you understand your love is unconditional. If you have to be in front of someone to say, I love you, it means you're already looking for something back. So when emotion is how it's done, how you do, the reason you do, you are giving emotion to take a higher strength, or you're doing just a stealing touch.
This is Modris from Malta.
It's who?
Modris.
Oh, Modris from Malta.
Yes.
Yes,
hello.
Modris.
I made some springs I can show, and I have a question as well.
I hope you always show us your springs, Modris.
Yes, I promise.
I promise. Okay, no problem. Let us share a spring.
Can you see them?
Yes.
Okay. And meantime, by showing, I have a question. For example, if we are short on the GANs, can we use the GANs which we can extract from the plants?
What are you making? You're trying to go to planet Zeus?
No, I made one extra.
Just in case.
Yeah. You were saying like you will need in the end.
Okay, no problem.
So, question about the extracting GANs from the plants. Like example, I had wild rice, and I ground it, and I applied the caustic, and then I put in salt water, and I create the GANs from it. Can I use that one as well?
Mix the gases. Don't use rice is too CH bond is too weak compared to the copper.
Thanks, Rick. Thanks, Vince.